Oh no, I forgot to switch. I forgot to switch to stream stuff. Oop. Uh-oh. Okay. Um, different change of pace. I know I never usually stream specifically. I never stream 14 on here by itself, but let's do a bit like a shorter stream, and then I'll probably stream some Geo tonight. Probably around like 6 EST, 7. Well, one of those two, 6 or 7. I don't know. Where am I? I was dealing with Papa's. Oh, I just okay. This is where we were. Oh, maintenance? Excuse me? August 7th from 11 p.m. to. Okay. No, we're chill. We're chill. We're chill. That's like way later. Okay. Because I'd like to get a lot further, because I have not gotten particularly far in the story, which is kind of funny. Once I get a little further, I could do some. I could do some more. I could do a few things off stream that I probably don't need to stream. You're an adventurer, yes. If you're not otherwise occupied, I have a favor to ask. I've resolved to repay a debt of gratitude which I owe the owner of the coffer and coffin. For this purpose, I purchased from the royal plantations a prodigiously plump pumpkin. What are? Hey, too many p words. A particularly popular piece of produce. Alas, I cannot part from this place of to procure the proffer the pumpkin and proffer the pumpkin. You see, the scheduled shipment from the Nara mines for which I wait is late. I would prevail upon you to pick up the pumpkin in my stead and see it safely to the coffer and coffin. Present this receipt of your purchase to Gargi at the royal plantation and she'll yield it to you. Why were there so many B words? Ah! That was a lot of words. Also, it's right here. I wasn't paying attention. Spectacular specimen shall sadly be passed in the here's the note. Oh, so you're to deliver this decadent delight. I can say with confidence that any gourmand would be grateful for such a grand gift. Here's the pumpkin. I hope it meets with Roger's approval. Where's all the music? Why is it so quiet? Um, okay. It is so oddly quiet. I'd also like to do the dungeon today. Poor Drugan. I don't think he's even around right now. Poor Drugan isn't around right now. Okay, there's the music. Drink for your lassie. You won't get better ale or spirits for your coin than at me place. An unique quest. Stone torches can't get a moment of peace. Pretty sure I unbound my character, but yeah, I did. It's okay. But I so desperately need my mount. Oh my goodness. What level is this bud? Oops. Primary duty here is to keep the tracks clear of pests and it is for this purpose we require your aid. I should point out, however, that it can be messy work and liable to get messier if you're still ill. Ah yes, this guy asked me to have good gear on me. Yeah, don't disregard the importance of gear. I got you. Is this one of the... I do have like my macros set up for this. I gotta fix all of these specifically for this one. Oh, this is all really bad. Four wagons pass through the station every day, but not without incident. Wagons coming and going from the dispatch yard to the south must pass through the tunnel by Fresca's watch, a tunnel which some genius saw fit to put an ore storehouse, creating ideal conditions for goblin nest. And now the ore-loving beasts have taken up residence in the tunnel we dug. We practically have been delivering meals to their doorstep. I like the emphasis on we. Yeah. There's a couple. Not like I'm really gonna use it, but there's a couple more. There's a couple more gil in my pocket. Yeah, it's a little bit. I think at some point I'm going to condense like. Actually, I need to make sure I'm uploading my VODs to YouTube. Specifically to the VOD channel. I'm working on a video for the main channel right now. and then the bigger project is gonna be the big Final Fantasy 13 video. I think that one will be a minute, okay. But I am excited to do that one. Getting to basically dress up for, getting an excuse to dress up for video. I'm not gonna say like that. I have a few other ideas for videos to dress up for, but specifically right now it's probably gonna be a Final Fantasy 13 video, a Dark Souls 2 video, and probably a No More Heroes video. But when it comes to the No More Heroes video, I might just do like a bigger video where I talk about all three games in one video instead of like separating them, because games aren't particularly long. Well done. It shan't be easy work to keep the tunnel free of goblins, but our wagons should be able to go unmolested for a time. Disruptions to ore shipments threaten not only the interest of Amogena and Sons mineral concern, but also Ulda herself. One might liken these train tracks to veins that bear our nation's life. If only we had more women like you to lend a hand. I'm level 18. Oh my gosh. I still don't have arms length. What, arms length is a level 32 skill. Dude. The altruistic adventurer. I was hoping we'd bump into each other. Why? Because the most fascinating piece of news recently reached my ears, and I'm eager to share it. May I? Rumor has it that there is a vast, untapped vein of ore beneath the ruins of Sylvan. But that's not it. That is not all. Inconceivably, the concern appears to be entirely ignorant of its existence. And even as we speak, a young upstart, a self-made merchant from Stone's Throw of all places, is moving to claim it. The fellow's name is Weinstein? And he's a very, very ambitious young man. Not only does he intend to secure exclusive excavation rights, but they say his master plan is to use fortune to curry favor with the sector. Of course, the thaumaturges only consider the options of the most wealthy when drafting new laws of Ulda. If you would have your voice heard, you must be prepared to pay a sultan's ransom. One voice which is irreverently heard belongs to Lord Lorito. He has long lavished gil on the thaumaturges, and some claim that he devises new laws with the express intention of ruining his competitors while protecting his own interests. Suffice to say it, if Weinstein thinks he can compete with the likes of the Syndicate, he's in for a rude awakening. But that eventually may yet be a little way off. For the present, he is moving ahead with his plans and assembling a team for the survey site. I'm told he is at the Copper and Coffin right now, recruiting able-bodied adventurers to escort his prospects. Warren said you were looking for work. Mayhaps you meet Weinstein and volunteer for his expedition. I think we run into Thinkford again here. My go. I love Thinkford so much. To join, sorry, but you're too late. Some brass blades looking for extra coin volunteered, and the team's already en route to the ruins. But look, I know it's not easy to find work these days. If you're interested, there's something else you can do. There are these children outside, little ones from Stone's Throw I look after when I have the time to spare. And they've taken to following me around even when I tell them not to. But what with overseeing the search for the vein, I've barely a chance to visit the privy at the moment. Much less entertain younglings. Can you give them these ginger cookies and convince them to go home? Yeah, I could give them. I ain't going nowhere, missus. I'm too hungry to move. Take a cookie. There we go. Thank you, adventurer. I only wish I could do more. Stone's Throw is no place for a child. Not that my childhood was much happier. Never enough food to go around, nor work to earn it. But no shortage of contempt from the great and the good. I remember thinking things could only get better, yet now after the calamity and everything else, for us refugees to be forced out to live outside the gates like bloody beastmen is a disgrace. They say with enough money, you can change laws, so I'm going to make a fortune and do just that. Buy excavation rights and start my own mining business. Then I'll give my fellow refugees the work they were crying out for, pay them fairly. The mining companies have profited from our suffering for too long, but in their hubris they've grown complacent, presenting us with a golden opportunity. We will take an adventure. We will reclaim our dignity and with it our place within those laws. Found the bank. Although I do think it's funny that like the only city-state that doesn't feel like it's held together by spit and glue, or by like spit and like it's pretty much just spit and tape. It's Limsa. Limsa actually like has like is like a functioning community. You know, Ul'dah is being ran by the Syndicate, and then Gridania just has like a bad racism issue. They are tripping over there. Oh wait, what happened? What happened? Crash Blades do this? Because of course they did. Thal's balls, son. Of vein of ore in the middle of a ruined bloody city. Goddamn idiot. Oh shit, I was right. Syndicate. Has it finally sunk in, has it? Yeah. O voice of creation, grant ye this humble stone a soul that it may wake to life. The Ascians, does he summon a gargoyle? Oh no. This ain't part of the plan. Bloody hell, does Lord Lolorito mean to kill us too? What up? Hey Ray. I think Ingrid shows up here. Bad habit of moving away from an AoE and then immediately trying to move uptime by spamming my range attack. Holy shit. Bad habit. Golem could be vanquished. A woman is no ordinary adventurer. Oh. Hey brother. Okay. Hey, Ascian had an aura farm on me a bit. That's okay. I understand. The Ascian fits hard. There he is. There's my goat. Damn. Seems I missed all the fun. I see you didn't need my help this time. Song show. Thancred, ever to woo the ladies. making like womanizer characters into single fathers. It might be a peak trope. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, it's Delamood. The weakening of the etheric flow must surely be linked to Delamood's descent. And of course to the primals. A fine mess, but we must not lose hope. Louis Swa will know what to do. We only need to trust in his judgment. Truly a marvel of Charlian ingenuity. It's as if I could reach out and touch the ether. Time to focus, no more gallivanting like around about like before. The Scions are counting on you. Have faith. Just have faith. You can do this. I think we gotta hype himself up. This disturbance is recent. The salty tree? Maybe Papa Sean will know something. Looks like they gave you part of the ration. Can you walk? I read it like after. It's me. I was too late. Our person of interest has already quit the scene. The general? Very well. I shall be there. My colleague went to great lengths to provide me with the means to detect the etheric disturbances, but every time I find one, you seem to be in the middle of it. I'm starting to wonder if it might not be simpler to just follow you around, sadly. I have business to do. Sacred flirting? Tread softly, my friend. The carefully laid trap you dismantled was sanctioned by Lord Lolorito. I heard the Blades mention him as they fled. Believe me when I tell you he is not a man to be trifled with. Those damn Lalafels, man. The Sultana's enemies grow bolder by the day. I suspect they have support from outside forces. Thank you. If you hadn't come along, those bastards would have surely slaughtered us all. I would speak with you further, but it isn't safe for us to linger here. Find me at the coffer and coffin. Until then, stay safe. Okay! I've never had a close-up look at the earring. The earring is like really pretty. What the hell? But where are my manners? I have yet to properly introduce myself. I'm Thancred, a humble scholar surveying the flow of ether and wind. It's an honor and a privilege to make your acquaintance. I hope next we meet is under more auspicious circumstances. Farewell. Bye, Thancred! Wait a moment. It occurs to me that we may have... Never mind. Farewell. Fare thee well. The old English and fantasy words always do trip me up. I can't lie. Yeah, I talked about it last night on stream, but it is really funny how Thancred's animations for I think like Thancred's combat animations are the old ones from or not from FF. They're the old ones from Paladin or Gladiator. Because when they finished making A Realm Reborn, they didn't have the animations finished for Ninja yet, because Ninja was added in like 2.1 or something. Even though it's a base job, you still can't start with it, which is really frustrating because Ninja's like super fun, and I think people having access to it off the bat would be really good. But people find it, it is what it is. But it would just be nice to have it like right off the bat. Oh, bless you, my friend. You risked your life to save ours. Betrayed by my own gods, I was a fool to trust those men. Lolorito owns the god's damn brass blade. I should have questioned their motives from the start. Even so, I could have hardly predicted that the wealthiest man in Ul'dah would want me dead for heinous crimes of seeking to change the law. I'm just a merchant, for God's sakes. Ruthless bastard. And what of that monstrosity? Those were his own men. Beggars believe. Well, that's it. I'm finished. If I stay in Ul'dah any longer, I'm as good as dead. My associates, my friends, gods, even the children make me the same. If I don't disappear, and you, goddammit, if Lolorito learns of your involvement, you'll be next. I'll speak with the others and make sure that your part in this stays secret. Beyond that, I don't know what to suggest. Maybe you should go seek the counsel of Mistress Momodi. She up countless adventurers in her time. Mayhap she'll know what to do. Go quickly now, my friend. Lolorito spies may be watching. Damn Lalafels, man! What level is this quest? Level 9? Yeah, I think off stream I'm gonna start leveling up my crafters and gatherers. Slowly but surely. I do like crafting and gathering, but I prefer to do my crafting and gathering off stream because they're not very engaging, interesting things to do. What I really want is to get my mounts. I want my mounts, man. But also, the chapel was like the best thing ever. I'm terrified to get to Limsa. I already know I'm gonna see so many chat bubbles blow up my computer. Settle down. You've got nothing to worry about. No one seems to know you're at the ruins. Wystan, on the other hand, is now a pariah, about as welcome round here as a rabid wolf or bugger. Suffice to say, that boy risked the wrath of the wrong man. Lord Lorito, chairman of the East Aldenar Training Company, generous contributor to the Order of Nald, and a member of the Syndicate, didn't get here by leaving those loose ends that one, which is why he ain't above killing his own men. Oh no. Don't let that color your view of Ul'dah. It's true that there are some here who aren't afraid to crack a few skulls if it gets them what they want, but most of us are decent folk just trying to make ends meet. A lot of people would call you a damn fool for risking your life to save a marked man. But I believe you did a good thing, and for that, you have my respect. Listen, you've been through a lot lately. Why don't you rest a spell? I'll have the boys at the Hourglass set you up with a ring of my tree. Just have a word with them. The Lalafels have such jelly names! I think they'll leave soon. However, there's something I need to. Bless me. Oh, okay. Look, look what the curl jag. Good to see you. I'd ask what brings you here. I would ask what brings you, but I reckon we both know the answer to how much. Well, have I ever laid you down before? Don't answer that. So it happens, I know a fella by the name of Dad in it? It's Dad in it. Needs a hand. He's a merchant by trade selling precious stones to those who hold out and needs to buy it. He asked that I send any looking for work his way. You could find him over at Horizon in Nancy. I thought that he used the chocobo border. Oh no! Wait, maybe I have to use the chocobo border. Wait, actually, I don't think I've ever really used the chocobo border. Oh, for 5 gil? I've never really used the chocobo border, but for 5 gil, it's nothing. Still got the new, or still got the, Sprout Charm too? Or Sprout Icon, really? Gee. LV, I presume. A Modi, oh no. Welcome to Horizon. Ours is a trading settlement that sees goods in from the port of Vesper Bay to the west, and trade we do. Nary a day goes by that Horizon isn't bustling with some manner of merchants and officials. They keep us running about busy, they do. Enough so that I wish I had chocobo legs in place of my own. And that's why I asked Momodi to send me any soul work. 12 know there's plenty of it to be done around here. Speak to me again when you're ready to make yourself of some use. Damn. Oh, actually. Walk away and I can't fast travel back here. Thankfully they gave you all those Vesper Bay Etherite tickets, but man. See, it just so happens that I have a situation that must be resolved post days, and I do mean post days. I'm plumb out of premium product and my latest order is yet to arrive. If I keep my customers waiting any longer, this could irrevocably damage my reputation. What's worse is I paid a man in advance for his services. Despite his assurance that it would be a simple affair, I've heard nothing since he departed for Copperbell Mines days ago. Find drunken stag and give him this notice. I cannot afford any further delay. What about this cost? I want to do my dungeon. But also, I've like never really gone through playing through Ul'dah as like the starter area. Oh wait, I wrote it. Yeah. Oh shit, Dark Aeon? Yo, what's up? There we go. He can send all the notices he likes, but it won't change a thing. Concern has closed the mind due to some incident in the depths. It's a goddamn shame too. A lot lost a decent haul just over yonder during all the chaos. I need my junk clothes so bad. I need my mount so bad. I don't want to walk everywhere. The product you heard Dadman talk about, going on about, is a valuable gemstone known as raw nashite. I managed to dig up a goodly amount just before I went to post-op action. Picked it up and hauled it out. But then the 12 damn goblins came along, and not like any goblins I've ever seen. Hungry for only good rocks, they had ice for my gemstones that I had no choice but to launch. The stone torches had their hands full evacuating the mine, so they ignored the beast even now. They're only concerned with keeping people out. Please, friend, if you're willing to face the goblins, will you bring me my nashite? I guess. I really did also like to do this too. I'm almost level 20 doing this anyway. This is so silly. What level do I get reach? I don't get to 26. Sheesh. How did you fare, friend? Did you buy the raw nashite? Yes, I did. Beautiful, it's rarer than many stones and more expensive than others. They say the green is the same as the eyes of Nanasha ul Nasha, who once ruled as the Sultan. This should save Gadins from his trouble if there's enough left. There's far less here than what I found. I reckon those goblins made a meal of this stuff. Bloody thing. I need that. No, it's just so much fun. You'd like the chance to make some money, right? Then I know just how I can repay you for your kindness. Swarms of sun midges have been harassing travelers along the connecting horizon. It's gotten so bad that the brass blades have started making vocal to keep them out. If you find it hard to believe that swarms of tiny midges can be so troublesome, if you've never seen a chocobo driven into a frenzy by them, there's already been some terrible accidents. Do your part and slay a few swarms. After that, let Ukla know and he'll reward you for your trouble, and maybe even offer you more work. The Lalafell names, it's always the Lalafell names. like get out of that? Here we go. Okay, I was. Okay, I think I'm actually gonna hit level 12 right now, which is kind of annoying. Oh, and I do have shield bubble. Goodness. Where's the left? Oh, it's a top. Okay, that's weird. Literally not even a circle though. There we go. How much XP? 4K? Oh wait, this will actually get me to level 819. Oh my goodness. Greetings and salutations, adventurer. So what do I owe this? What? You've slain how many swarms of sun midges? You have my sincerest thanks, and the brass blades have been struggling to keep them in check, so your assistance is greatly appreciated. Will you be staying in Horizon long? If so, there's much and more you can do to help. Level after level. Wolpa wants you to track down a missing boy. Pray allow me to enlist your aid, brave adventurer. I would have you ascertain the whereabouts of a missive I sent to Lost Hope the other day. Captain Leofric is stationed there. Ever since he was transferred, we've exchanged letters, but never before has it taken this long to receive him. And so I fear my courier may have met some misfortune in battle. She must have made it to central Thailand, or the brass blades that patrol the roads between here and Scorpion's Crossing would have seen something. But if she made it as far as Blackbrush Station, she would have surely delivered the letter by now. Lost Hope is practically on its doorstep. I suggest you focus on the search on the road to Blackbrush Station in central Thailand. With luck, you'll find her car. Oh man, how far do I have to go? Would it be quicker to just... I guess it would just be quicker to go up and around it. The real thing I'm trying to remember, I don't remember what do the first trial. I don't even remember the first trial. Is it a free? I'm pretty sure it's free. Let me sprint again. Yeah. Huh? The letter I. I've got Pulpa's missing right here. I won't be delivered anytime soon. Gotta tend to my bird's nature. Like first. Even the most minor cuts can bash it. Pulpa say you? Right? If this is a pressing matter, why don't you just take it the rest of the way? Lost Hope's just past Blackbrush Station to the northeast. for the 10 cents. Okay. Nobody wants to make a fortune right there. See, I don't remember if you like your dungeon first and then you get to go to Limsa and Redania, or if you have to go to, or if you do you go to them first and then do it. Because pretty for sure the first dungeon's Sistash, right? I played through all of ARR not that long ago, but I don't remember somehow. Just passing through, or will he be staying a while? Here's the note. Hope I sent you all this way because of a late letter. That boy is still far too earnest. Despite my demotion, he continues to call me captain. I suspect he has no idea what it means to be transferred to Lost Hope either. The brass braids don't give a Kurakan's ass about this settlement. No one in Ul'dah does. All here have been forsaken adventurer. The refugees, the protectors, and you will be too, if you seem associated with us. Thank you for the letter. Now for your own good. I thought it would get out of here. What? Looking for a chance to do some good? I guess I can't force you to leave. Damn stubborn adventurers. The lot of you. Fine, then listen well. A band of outlaws has taken up residence at the Burvan Manse on the ridge to the south. Their leader has styled himself heir to the Volde Quiverin, the syndicate member who died in the calamity. The Baron and his cronies are not more than a pack of jackals. They prey on the people of Lost Hope, robbing them of what little they have. I myself cannot act without endangering the refugees, as they all know my face and will retaliate against Lost Hope. You, however, are not known to the bandits or their allies. If you wish to help us, then deal with the Baron. Easy enough for me. I don't see a marker. Like I see the marker here, but I don't see it on the map. I can almost do the next chapter of my vlog, but I think the next chapter of the hunt vlog has enemies in different parts of Eorzea instead of just then. I think you're not really supposed to get level 20 in this. That easy. See, maybe I feel like I'm going crazy, but I swear you get 1, 2, 3 way earlier. Guess not. Guess not. I'm trying to remember everything. It's been so long that I don't like level anything and stuff. So it is done. Good. I hope that Rich Knight's Ul'dah is more prosperous than ever since. Let may be true for the syndicate, but none of that wealth will trickle down to the small folk. It's all murmurs. It's all a murmurous farce. One day, I refused to play my part, and so I was made to the stage. That time has passed. The black braids of the rose must look to others for guidance. As you may have noticed, I'm in no shape to be logical right now. So in my stead, I'd like you to return to Horizon and give this dagger to full blood. Although it's just an old ornamental dagger, it belongs to the brass braids of the rose. It should be given to the boy before I should have given it to the boy before I Hulda sucks. Elvie, I received word from Captain Leifric the other day. Thank you for delivering the letter. But why do you have that dagger? Only a captain of the brass blades of the rose is permitted to possess it. Captain Leifric says I am to have it. There must be some mistake. You couldn't possibly mean to tell me that. No, of course I'm not worthy to wield it. Nevertheless, I shall respect the captain's wishes and take the dagger to safekeeping until it comes spring. The brass blades of the rose have need of your assistance once more. The Thaumaturges from the ossuary are presently surveying the footfalls for ancient relics. The area is rife with wild beasts. The Horizon garrison has been charged with their security. But Captain Baldwin sent only a handful of brass braids. Despite his assurance to the contrary, such a small unit cannot possibly be sufficient to protect our patrons. I would have you offer your assistance to my comrades. Pray travel to the footfalls and speak with Torna. It's always the Lalafell days, man. Uncut King is a crazy name. What? That is a crazy name. I do think I might try to get people to do some, or to do what's it called? Royals of Bahamut with me? Maybe. Besides, this operation ain't got nothing to do with the full fun. The boy's got a stick of his arse, the size of a sabot tender. No wonder the captain told him to stay at Horizon. Better shield up? And what? One level from what? Bunch of garbage, but more alchemists. Hey Adventurer, mind running a message over to Crescent Cove for us? Captain Baldwin planted some festivities for the Thaumaturges seed, and he wants to get them treated with the finest food and drink. Nothing but the best for our distinguished guests around. Head west and south of the village and tell Rock that he's to deliver a bounty of fresh fish to our Horizon. Look, what everybody won't tell you, right, is that the real end game of your team is fishing. You could raid all you want. You could raid, you could play PvP. But do you have the patience for fishing? Are you ready? Are you mentally built for that? Answer's no. Fresh fish for Captain Baldwin? Of course, we will do our best, madam. Unfortunately, we've had poor catch in these recent days on account of some rough seas. More boats should be returning soon, but I cannot promise that their catch will please. But don't worry, milady, the captain will have his fish, I swear. Oh my goodness. Wait. Can I even do this? Lenosha. Yeah, I can't even do any of this. I still don't. I still am not at Lenosha or any of it. You're an adventurer too, are you not? I know this is sudden, but I have no one else to turn to. Last night, a gang of bandits from the gouvernements were in their cups, and I overheard them discussing their plans. It seems they've come to collect gemstones stolen from Copperbell Mines Nashite. I think I heard one of them say. They are here to meet with their co-conspirators soon at the footfalls. Wha- What did you say? Illicit exchanges and shadowy dealings, the brass blades cannot abide by such malfeasance. Forgive my eavesdropping. I came to the cove merely to thank you in person. I never imagined I'd uncover a criminal conspiracy right outside of Horizon's gates. We must act, we must act quickly to apprehend these thieves. I will notify Captain Baldwin at once. No, wait, you mustn't. Oh, God. Damn. You must stop him before it's too late. Captain Baldwin himself is working with the bandits. I think my favorite thing is they really, they really do so much to do so much during A Realm Reborn to show how like Ul'dah is awful. This place is so corrupt. It's kind of like comically corrupt. It does kind of change going forward, but you know, not really, not really. Say, Captain Baldwin, sir, I've discovered something shocking, something horrible. Someone's been stealing gemstones from Copperbell mines and wait, those gauntlets, those boots. You're one of Quirin's men. Sir, that man's a thief and a scoundrel. And what of it? His coin's good and that's what counts. What? Captain Baldwin, are you working with these men? Cannot be. This is like the best Lalafell tonight. I told you to stay in Horizon, but it didn't have to be like this. They'd get their Nashite, I'd get my gil, and none would be the wiser. But sir, what if your crimes are uncovered? What if Lord Laredo finds out? You goddamn fool, don't you see? I'm acting under the authority of Lord Laredo himself. No, that can't be true. Why do you think people join the Brass Braids, Fulpa? To serve and protect? Ha! We're not the bloody flames here. We do this for the coin. Hi, welcome to chat. Well, that settles it. It's clearly in everyone's best interest that both of you die. Damn. I just want to get to my dungeon. I really don't remember how much further I have to go. I'm way too old. I don't need to be level 4. But now I can go back and do more of my job quests. Get that out of the way. Thank you. I have the FG tags on still because I just completely forgot to change them. Because I usually stream Guilty Gear before I stream like anything else. I should be reading this, but it's okay. I usually stream like a fighting game or usually Guilty Gear before I stream anything else, but I wanted to stream like 14 specifically right now. But I forgot to change the tags. Is the game? Oh, you know what? Here, let me fix that. I know exactly why. That should definitely be better. It was fine before, but since I'm using a backup mic since my old mic broke on me, I completely forgot I had to change like all the audio stuff. Yeah, I wanted to stream like have like a whole stream of me doing like trying to do everything I can in 14 on a character. But that means I have to go through Coils of Bahamut. You know, nobody's gonna do Coils of Bahamut with me, so I probably gotta go through Coils of Bahamut unsynced. But that's okay. That's okay. But now that I'm level 20, I'm like that much closer to getting my job. I will say, you know, it's been a couple of years. I feel like it's been a long enough time at this point. They really need to make Ninja like, yeah, like we are able to start, like play Ninja from the start. It's still kind of weird that you have to go in, pick a job in Limsa, and then go pick up Ninja or go pick up a Rogue. And streamers. No, nobody's doing coils on sync. I didn't even know coils was a thing when I first played this game until my friends pointed out to me and they're like, "Oh yeah, did you get coils done?" And I'm like, "No." And then when I did try to go do coils, I was really curious to see if anybody would like do it synced with me, and I waited for a long time. It was a long time. Welcome back. So much has happened. Captain Baldwin has been arrested and stripped of rank, which means the brass blades of the Rose no longer have a captain, until a new one is designated. I've been ordered to serve as acting captain of the Horizon Garrison. Though doubtless this is only a temporary arrangement, I will do my utmost to represent my brethren and protect the people of Horizon. Yippee, I'm a hero. My one and only complaint about one of my bigger complaints about ARR that feels rough is coils is really important to the overall story of 14, kind of. It's important to the overall story of 14, but it really sucks that for A Realm Reborn, that's where Alizé is like shoved off to. She's read Alphino for A Realm Reborn. It really sucks. Alizé is like my favorite character. She's shoved off to the side so hard. I think you see her, like if you're doing the main story and you never touch coils, I think you see her once. I want to say that's it, which is kind of funny. But like on my main character, there's like pieces of side content I still haven't done. That's like really embarrassing. But that we don't have to tell anybody that. That's a secret. I have like 70 days of playtime and there's stuff I'm still missing. Let's see. Back to the quicksand we go. Do I want to walk there? I have enough kills. Maining Alex in SF5. Maining Alex in SF6. Is it? It's over here. When do I unlock the dungeon? I want to do a dungeon so bad. I want to get the dungeon stuff out. I want to get the dungeon out of the way, and then I want to get the Grand Company stuff out of the way. I want you to know that I'm grateful for everything you've done for the people of Ul'dah. Even though you've seen your seedier side, even though you've seen the seedier side of our city, you've continued to help your fellow man. Believe me, the folk around here love you for it. Got a letter for you. I'm especially looking for. I'm looking forward to playing through around our Heavensward again. I can't get enough of Heavensward. It is my favorite thing ever. Is it 16? I thought it was 15. I am close then, though. If you'd rather wash your hands of this business, I won't hold it against you. But if you're determined to see it through to the bitter end, say the word and I'll explain. It's one of the two. It's one of the two. But before we do that, let's go get the. It's one of the two. I think you're right. You get it. You get it at like a level 16 quest, but I think it syncs to level 15. Maybe I'm wrong. It hasn't been that long. I can't believe this. Oh, wait, did I go to the wrong place? No, it's in here. Anything I actually need? Oh, everything I need. Beautiful. I'm glad you're here. One of our members has been attacked and gravely wounded, and I need you to go help him. I suspect this is the work of more bounty hunters. It may even be a trap to lure more of us out into the open. Nevertheless, we cannot ignore our comrades' plight. I'm just gonna spend the kill. I'm gonna spend the kill. Starting out, I forget how expensive. It's so expensive to travel between Aetherytes. They make you walk. That's true. That's true. It's because I was doing the hunting log. I do enjoy the hunting log. Part of me enjoys some of the more dated aspects of the game. I like the hunting log. I like some of the sillier stuff from ARR that didn't stick around. Thank you, sister. It all happened so fast. Over by the tracks to the north, I didn't know who attacked me, nor why they left me alive, but I dare say the answer is out there. Oh, there's one right here. The fellow outside, I saw him stumble in when I left the bar to take a piss. I wouldn't say it's outdated, but it feels like a part of the game they left behind a little. But it is very much just an aspect of all of the stuff they were trying to do for A Realm Reborn. Uh-oh, that's not a good sign. Oh, okay, Twitch just started freaking out. I do wish is it didn't take me so long to get my mount. I do not want to walk everywhere. Even with jog, I don't want to walk everywhere. Actually so outdated. There is like I've only done like a fraction of ARR fates. It is so bad. But also fates in general. I almost never touch fates. It's like I guess the real question is like how do you make fates more interesting? They definitely feel like they could be more interesting, but like fates are outdated. Fates are really outdated. It is cool to have like everybody's able to like interact with like a big event in the overworld. Like it's cool to have the idea that everybody can interact with like a big thing in the overworld. But it's so dated. It's a cool idea for like earlier Final Fantasy 14, but like now eh like I don't remember when you get the mounts, but once I get it, I have my Fenrir anyways, so I get to speed around everywhere. I hear you throw your lot in with the gladiators, a questionable decision. I that is it like they do give some stuff, but like I don't know, like that's a good incentive to make people want to go out of their way to do fates. But like the fates themselves are just it's kind of boring. That sucks. Is there a faster way back there? Is this faster? I think this will be faster. Right? Yeah. I was wondering when you might return. What news do you bring of our injured comrade? Like I think fates are fun though. I think having them give out like mounts and minions and stuff is a good incentive to make people want to do them. Yeah. I told you to never come here again. I couldn't sit idly by while you charge into battle against an enemy you know nothing about. A responsible guildmaster would never risk the lives of her charges like that. The only thing I'm not looking forward to is not like the paladin quest is bad, but it's very basic. It's not that simple. More importantly, it's not your fight. What are you saying? They want me. I've been fending off off assassination attempts ever since I returned to Thanalan. Just stay here and let me handle this. It'll be over soon, I promise. Just stay here while you go off on your own? Is that it? It's been 7 years since I let you leave all this. 7 years. Do you have any idea what you put me through? Also, I think that like a fun I think like a good community event would be Okay, okay. I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to say anything. Mod already? This early? Wow, I never thought you'd show up this early. Yeah, 14 stream. I'll stream, I'm gonna stream gear later, but I wanted to stream this specifically now. The Paladin quest is a snooze. I was trying to be nice. The Paladin quest is really, really boring. It's so boring. Dark Knight, Dark Knight's Dark Knight's story is also so good that it kind of puts the rest of the tanks to shame. It puts most of the jobs to shame. Thanks for the follow. Dark Knight is cool as hell. It has a good story. I don't know what more you could ask for. I like Gunbreaker's story, and I like Warrior's story because it's on the sillier side. Also, Snail, I hate to break it to you. Sagat is kind of calling my name. Oh, I gotta go down all the way down there. This is awful. Sagat is calling my name. I played some more Sagat this morning. That was so much fun. It seems... Look, if you hate me for playing anybody, just pray I never decide to pick up current Ryu. I really need to stream me playing SF6 one of these days, but I'm not streaming me playing Marissa. I'll be the next Bonchan. Trust the process. I will stream me becoming the best SF6 Sagat known to man. I will be on Evo main stage next year. Mark my words. You know, I feel like I've had such a character crisis with SF6. It's like kind of funny because I'm trying to think. I played Jury, then I dropped Jury, then I picked up Ed, then I dropped Ed, then I picked up Marissa, now I dropped Marissa. I think I'm gonna pick up Sagat. That seems to be the move. Playing Marissa, it should be classified as some kind of form of self-harm. It's terrifying. It's like, what if the rest of the cast could just play the game better than you? Like, the only other character who even comes close to being as bad as she is probably Lily. But they just don't know what to do with Lily. Lily is such a weird character. I don't know how they made T-Hawk so boring. It hits a lot. What I'm really looking forward to for this though is I'm trying to like stream most of everything I do on this character, except for like crafting and gathering. Crafting and gathering I'll do off stream. Nobody wants to watch me do crafting and gathering for 6 hours. I still have not done any I've never done like extreme trials really or ultimates. I'm looking forward to that. All this time and I still have not touched too many things of like harder high. It's kind of embarrassing. Like the one time I did EX Zeromus, and we got Zeromus to like 0.4% and died because nobody can stay alive. That will haunt me for the rest of my days. Matter of fact, next when I stream me learning Sagat on stream, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make the title the next Bonchan. Yeah, next Bonchan we found. The world isn't ready for what I can do with Sagat. Mark my words. Oh, that's right. There's a box. Wait, is it actually gonna play pre-rolls? I don't want it to play pre-roll ads on my stream. Please stop. Hmm. It's always a Lancer. The evil guys are always Lancers. What? But why would you be? Leave us to them first sword, and then they're gonna get struck down immediately. Poor fools. Such brittle blades broken, so easily broken. Perhaps the first sword is made of stronger steel. Leave Zana. Our business here is over. Actually, it'll just be more convenient because once I fast travel, or yeah, once I fast travel back, I can just go to the adventures build from here. I will say, as much as I hate the Paladin quest, man, that the level 50 Paladin drip, it hits. I do love it. Give me a moment, LV. I need to think. I wanted you to spare this. I wanted to spare you this. Okay, I can't read. Leovold and I once fought side by side in the Colosseum, the twin swords of Naldthal, they called us, never lost a match, honored by the bull of Alamigo himself. But that was then, this is now. When I learned Leovold single-handedly transformed Alakran from a gang of common thieves to the most feared criminal organization in Thanalan, I knew I had no choice but to return. It seemed like a lifetime ago that the three of us used to train together in this hall. The Leovold I knew would never stoop so low. He was a good man, strong and true. What would drive him to do this? When I find him, I'll be sure to ask. Unfortunately, he seems determined to kill me for my curiosity. But aren't you telling me all this? I'm not clever enough to keep secrets, my dear. I'm a simple man, only capable of dealing with what's right in front of me. That's so. I'll find him, Mala, I promise. Oh, a new helmet. The silly bull helmet getting me. Okay. That might be even sillier. Never mind. Was it back to the Adventurers Guild? Yes. Can I count on your discretion, Elvide? If so, then listen closely. Okay. The outside world believes that Ul'dah to be a sultanate, ruled by Sultana Nanamo al Namo. The truth is, it's the sixth. Oh my goodness, I can't read. Lalafell names, man. But she might struggle to keep it, even if that certain incident becomes public knowledge. It pains me to say it, but Her Grace's crown, the symbol of the royalty dynasty, has been stolen by Owen. Is it Owen? It's Owen. The Sultan Sworn who is charged with guarding it. I'd bet anything this letter was written by the bastard who made off with the crown. It can't be a coincidence that the man we know to have been fraternizing with the thieves had a letter for Owen of all people. You need to take this to the man himself, Alvid. Tell him Momodi sent you, and that it concerns a lost heirloom. It looks as though the fellow needs help. I want you to lend it to him, though the future of our fair city depends on it. Where is that? What? Oh, it's all the way over there? I really gotta get the rest of the Ethernet shards. Where's the closest I can go? Oh no, I can go here from the Gladiators Guild. Right? Oh yeah. I don't remember the last time I had to like manually navigate Ul'dah. Am I going to the right place? Yeah, here we go. I want to know where the dungeon is. I want to do the dungeon and the trial. Well met, adventurer. What business brings you here on this day? A letter? Very well. Let's see. Have you read this, adventurer? I see, but you have some inkling as to its contents, I think. Mistress Momodi has doubtless explained to you the significance of the crown and what its loss could mean for Her Grace's Sultana. This theft shames the Sultan Sworn and me most of all. The blame is mine, you see. I grew lax in my duties, and in a moment of carelessness... No, it will do no good to recount the tale now. Since the hour of the theft, we've searched frantically for any signs, any whispers as to its whereabouts of the crown. We have found nothing. The identity of the thieves and their motives seem fated to remain a mystery until you arrive, bringing this ransom home. In it, the criminals state their price for the return of her Grace's crown. Though it pains me to say it, I fear I have no choice but to acquiesce to their demands. Too much is at stake to do otherwise. The crown symbolizes her Grace's birthright and identifies her as a custodian of Fool's legacy. Must be recovered. Oh no, I didn't mean to skip that. Though I am not foolish enough to meet these men alone, as they stipulate, I dare not bring a host of my comrades, lest the thieves take fright. Friend, would you consent to being present for the... Oh no. Mistress Momodi has spoken. Let's just slow down a little more. There we go. There we go. On behalf of those still loyal to the Sultana, I beseech you, help us in our hour of need. Yippee! I have more. Okay. Let's sell this because I gotta keep up. Fast traveling everywhere. It's daddy. Well, this is a little 14 quest, right? I think there's not too many quests after this, or in between now and the dungeon. I just want to get to the dungeon. I keep saying I was going to. I kind of forgot how far away it was. Hey, you'll have your precious crown once we've been duly compensated. Do you think me a fool? What assurance I have that you will honor your part of the agreement? Now, you're the least trustworthy man here. Not only was the crown stolen on your watch, but it looks to me as if you violated the terms of our exchange. Did we not say that you were to come alone? And given that you are not alone, what guarantee have we that there isn't a company of archers surrounding us as we speak, ready to feather me and my men the moment they catch a glimpse of the crown? You've made a mock of our trust. The deal's off. Wait, here's your payment as promised. Hey, it's the real thing. What did he even throw them? Ahaha, and 1,000 thanks to you, boy. We've succeeded where scores of thieves have failed. Now at long last we have it, the power to create an army of undying soldiers, the traitor's spur. Really, you must have wondered what it is you were handing over. What it was that seemed so valuable as to the crown seemed to you. Or you assume we were feeling charitable? But you must feel terrible, knowing that you brought us the doom of Silda. Worry not, boy. We will grant you a quick death and spare you further ignominy. Like 3 of the same dudes. Sultan Sworn, put these thieves to the sword and secure the crown. Hell yeah. The Lalafell with the mustache and goatee. It goes hard. Can't lie. I love Papa Sean so much. really should be doing is picking up the cat. I mean, I'll pick up the caster when I get to it, but I really should be picking up the cat. I think 14's soundtrack is kind of like almost nothing but bangers. It's quite beautiful. No wait, he leveled up. A lot of people kind of like dog on AR for being kind of basic, but I have a special spot in my heart for AR, and a lot of its stuff. Its music especially. Master Papa Sean, but how? But why? How? The general saw you sneak into the vault, so he suspected something was afoot and ordered us to keep an eye on you. The Flame General? He ordered you to look after me? After them, Sultan sworn they have the crown. This lot sought to only delay us. Let's speak again back in the city. I want the paladin grip. I want my jobstone actually now. The source of her strength becomes clear. You may have bested the golem, but you will not fare so well this day. I'm just saying, the Asians show up, Aura farm, try to beat your ass, lose, and run away. It's kind of poetic. But I can't lie though. The Asians do have drift. It's hard. That thing died like really fast. Was it supposed to die that fast? I know we're synced to level 18, but I tend to throw game developers a bone, especially if we know they were under like a lot of stress. And oh no, ad break? I'm out of no. Thanks for showing up, Thancred. Paragons? This is indeed a disturbing revelation. We've long suspected the involvement of the Bringers of Chaos, Asians, to give them their true name. But we could not be so sure they were responsible for the recent disturbances until now, as if the Sultanate needed any more enemies. Hmm? Have we Charlians crossed paths with Asians before? Well, we've certainly. Wait, I don't recall. I don't recall telling you about my homeland. Ah, yes, that's right. You're one of the gifted. You know, this marks the third time I found you in the midst of trouble. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you're a lodestone for it. Anyway, I'm glad I started following you around. Who knows what grand conspiracy you'll stumble upon next? Okay, I think the ad break ended. What I was gonna say though is I tend to give devs a lot of slack, especially if I knew they were working in like very conditions that were very much against them. ARR had the most impossible job of saving 14, and it did it. And the reason it's so easy to go back and be like, oh well, ARR isn't really that good, and it's a really bad new player experience, and like, or like a lot of people, well, not people won't say it's a bad new player experience, but a lot of people are like, oh well, ARR gets better, or not ARR, 14 gets better after like 100 hours. And it's more like, well, yeah, it's really easy to say that by comparison when you have something like Shadowbringers. Of course, or even Heavensward. It's easy to say that, but like it's just not true. ARR had all the odds stacked against it, and it stands pretty well for what it did. The real shortcoming for ARR is that you have to actually read. That's scary for a lot. That's scary. You know, there's not a lot of voiced cutscenes. You have to read a lot of text. I don't know. It's a tall order to ask people. I also don't think. I also have kind of come to the conclusion that maybe a lot of the people who say that they did not really like AR don't really like more. I don't think they're fans of it because they aren't fans of like very traditional Final Fantasy stories. Because AR plays out like a more traditional Final Fantasy story. And people just aren't crazy about that, which is fine, you know, to each their own. But I really don't think it is fair for some people to like go back and look at ARR and say, oh, it's not that good. um, all you have to do is really read for ARR, and that's a lot to ask of people. Look, I've been there. I know how it is. You know, you want that dopamine hit. I want to press my buttons. Um, I think people's response to ARR would be a lot better if they had read more of it. There are some pacing issues, yeah, but I don't think it's bad enough for people to outright write it off as being just bad, which I see a lot of like happen a lot of the time, which is kind of frustrating personally because for the most part the game doesn't ask that much of you in ARR other than having to read, but you know that's kind of it. Now, if you told me you just spammed through the paladin story, I'd shrug and say yeah. I'm just saying. Funny enough, my little sister really liked playing Final Fantasy, but I told her that if she plays it, she has to read everything out loud to me. So this was like if you're gonna play it, you gotta read it to me. She even has her own character on my account. Now that doesn't always help because there's some names and words no no small poor child is reading. I'm just gonna be honest. to give the paladin story writer and the writers like a little bit of slack. Making like an interesting paladin story is a little hard. It's like the story is just a little too traditional, I'd say, which is fine because I think the other three tanks get like some like non-standard story stuff. Like the warrior's silly. Like they get some, so maybe it's like kind of nice in retrospect, maybe just a little bit. But then if you do like paladin for like all of ARR, and then you get to Heavensward, and then you do Dark Knight, your eye, it's like your third eye opens. It's the most beautiful thing. They cooked it a little too hard with Dark Knight. Does it surprise you to see me dressed so? I was once a Sultan sworn, you know, though it's been 15 years since I put down my sword and took up the role of station master. It's okay, I love you, Papa John. In its capacity, in which I am no less proud to serve, lest you doubt. Whenever her grace ventures outside the gates, I have the honor of protecting her person. Never before had I seen her so despondent as when news of the crown theft reached her ears. But thanks to your valiant efforts, she returned to her former vibrant self. You have the gratitude of every Sultan sworn. You know, after all this time though, the Ul'dah like starter is one of the only ones. Is his voice?
17th ascendant to the throne of Ul'dah. Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Ul'namo presides.
Long live Nanamo!
Long live
Glory
Nanamo!
to the
Glory
Sultana!
to the Sultana!
Forever may she
Forever
reign!
may she reign!
They regaled me with tales of a champion amongst champions, one whose tireless service to the crown merited the highest honor we might bestow. Never did it occur to me that it might be you. Bring it forth! Betokening our gratitude and esteem, I, Nanamo Ul'namo, Sultana of Ul'dah, confer upon you this gift. Raoban?
Your Grace.
See to it that our champion is my personal guest at the banquet.
As you command, Your Grace.
You know, I actually haven't really listened to the Japanese
If what they
voices.
say is true, Ul'dah owes you a great debt.
Fuck Africa.
I am Raoban al-Din. With the consent of Her Grace, I oversee the affairs of the Sultanate. Brave souls are few and far between in these times. I count my blessings when I find one. Her Grace invites you to join her at the coming banquet. I trust I will see you there.
An honor!
Huzzah! Indeed.
Come, hero!
Until then, for the sake of Her Grace and the glory of the Sultanate, may you walk in the light of the crystal.
I will say though, I haven't really listened to the Japanese voices for 14. Probably should at some point. But I will say that AR especially has some really rough English voice acting. You know, they fix it slowly but surely as the game goes on, but ARR has some really rough voice acting. It's crazy. By the 12, for an adventurer to receive a personal invitation from Her Grace is unprecedented. Seats at the banquet are only offered to the most distinguished individuals. You'll be dining with some of the most influential people in Ula. Oh boy. I return to the cook's tent and speak with her. She'll tell you all you need. Yay, back with buddy. Now, that begs the question: what does Nanamo sound like in Japanese? There's the quick save. So I feel like I've been doing like level 14 quests. There's so many level 14 quests. Welcome back, LV, and congratulations on your invitation to the big soiree. To be honest, I never imagined I'd be explaining these procedures to you. It's usually only foreign dignitaries who get to hear me prattle on and on about royal tradition. Any road, I know you're a busy woman, so I'll keep it short and sweet. In accordance with ancient custom, all guests at this banquet are required to wear a pair of ceremonial earrings, made specially for the occasion. They're meant to symbolize. Actually, forget that. This was meant to be the short version. Being Being of a design unique to the occasion, the earrings serve as a security measure. The Sultan Sworn won't let you near the hall without. Is it far more fitting? Should I look it up? I'm very curious now. Once you got them, bring them back here. I'm curious. Let's see. Oh no. Let's see. Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. Is it in other settings? I'll leave that for now. I'll switch it when the time comes. Gameplay settings? Did I look over it in sound settings? Am I stupid? Oh, cutscene audio. I'm stupid. No, you're good. You're good. You're good. Oh, do I gotta skip like way further? I skip way further. I was like scrolling for it. I just can't read. That one's on me. That one's on me. Let's see. Oh wait, is it cutscene 5? Oh wait, is it cutscene 6? I think it's cutscene 6.
ナルザルの巫女にしてザナラーの守護者第17代ウルダハ王ナナモウルナモ陛下のおなーり
JP, you spelled it that good?
ナナモ様だ。
そなたか。わらわのために尽力した冒険者というの
Okay,
は
okay, I see it now. This is way more fitting.
礼を言いに来た。褒めて使わすぞ。この度の褒美の品じゃ。取っておくがよい。ラウバーンや。
はっ。
後日に晩餐会が予定されておったであろう。この者もその場へ。
仰せの通り。貴様が噂の冒険者か。ウルダ派のために活躍しておるそうだな。我が輩はラウバーン・アルディ。七も女王陛下のもとで
Okay,
ウルダ派の祭りごとを担う。
I get it.
貴様のような有能な冒険者が我が国を訪れたことは良好に尽きる。女王陛下の仰せだ。
I do love Yashola. I do love Yashola. I can't deny it. I understand.
なんと素晴らしい。
Okay, I do see the vision. I do get it though. I do get it though. I like her voice in Japanese a lot more. Where do I even need to go then? It feels a little more fitting because I feel like Nanamo's English VA is a little loud. Is it? Man, at some point I really am gonna have to listen to everything in Japanese. That is crazy. I'm not too surprised though. I think here's the thing I've noticed. I don't think the problem though is with the voice actors. 14 has a lot of really weird voice directors for English. Because it happened. One of the most notable places it's happened where everybody talked about it was with why can't I think of her name? Why can't I think of her name? Oh my god. Wooklamat. Wooklamat's English VA, like, isn't bad, but she got like a lot of like very weird voice direction and like a bunch of weird takes that shouldn't have been left in the game. like she could do a good job, but I feel like the voice director was just not helping. That seems to be like a common. That feels like a common issue where good voice actors or even decent voice actors will get some really bad voice direction. Greetings. Is there something I can help you with? Ah, your earrings are right here. I'll have you know. I crafted them myself. I'll have you know. I think you'll be very pleased. In case Mistress Momodi didn't warn you, the box is locked, and I am not permitted to give you the key. It's a final safeguard, you see. Only designated individuals are authorized to distribute earrings to the guest, or to guests. In this instance, the person in question is no other than Mistress Momodi, so you'll need to ask her to open the box on your behalf. Pardon the inconvenience, but the Sultan sworn to take her Grace's safety very seriously. Back and forth. Okay, I think you get. I think you're allowed to take the airship after this, which lets you get let you go to Limsa and Gridania? I think. Picked up your earrings yet, LV? Why does she have like an accent? Let me just. Well, now, it looks like the guildmaster outdid herself with this pair. You'd best take care of these earrings. If they fall into the wrong hand, gods only know what might happen. Now then, I hope you're feeling sociable, because you're about to hobnob with Old Azali. Let me know when you're ready to head into the bank. Let's go now. Right up the earring. Wow. The banquet being held in the fragrant chamber. Head over to the royal promenade with Bartholomew, and Bartholomew will show you in. Oh, but be sure to put your earring on first, or he'll send you back. Right. Well, I reckon that's everything. Let's try to pump and let's not get. Oh, try not to let all the pomp and ceremony get to you. Just be yourself and you'll be fine. I can't read. Oh my goodness. Okay, we'll put on the earring. Man. Moko, why are you here? See, Snail was like trying to get me to get my text-to-speech all working again, and I knew it was gonna be a problem. I knew I shouldn't have fixed the text-to-speech. I knew I shouldn't even mention text-to-speech in the first place. Oh my gosh, I got my you probably saw though, but I gotta keep talking about it, dude. I got my Yinghua Eno stickers. Best $12 I ever spent. And she threw me in another one. So, what I'm thinking is on the 21st, when Lucy comes out and Ranked comes out, I might do a giveaway in my chat for the season 4 pass. And then I'll also give whoever wins the giveaway a sticker. Could be big. I need to get some some stickers from her. Rig it for me. I hate to break it to you, but you're like the last person who probably should win. I'm just saying. Nothing. It's just really fun to pick on you, Mocha. I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry. Leave Bartholomew alone. A banquet hosted by Her Grace the Sultana is due to begin shortly. Attendance is by invitation only. Please make way for arriving guests. We're honored to receive you, milady. Please proceed inside. I am sorry, what? Also, I like how the group chat last night was people slowly saying hi, Daru, like one by one for like 3 hours. I was giggling at that
All
whole
hail
fight.
the Sultana! Your Grace.
Raubon?
Yo, Lee, you better watch your fucking mouth about Papa Sean, dude.
By right of the royal house of Ul, I, Nanamo, 17th of my line, have summoned you here. We are graced this day by the presence of a hero to Ul'dah and dear friend to the crown.
It's not a baby. They're not
Honored
babies.
guests,
That is an
I
old
give
man
you
right there.
Our champion. And with that, I bid you enjoy the feast.
Come to think of it, Mocha, have you even streamed in a while?
Not to spoil your appetite, but Ul'dah is hardly so bountiful as this meal would have you believe. While we gorge ourselves, children starve in the streets.
Are you waiting for? Are you
Nor
waiting?
can her grace do aught to help them. She is thwarted at every turn by those on the syndicate who derive their wealth from the workers' poverty.
It's the
Beneath
model,
her
isn't
mask
it?
of
Yeah,
stately
it's the
serenity,
Harvey model. I already
she's
know.
aghast at the plight of her subjects. But there will be no hope for the masses
Papa Sean's
until
the
the
best second
crown is
male, Lala?
restored to power.
Who's the first?
I am truly grateful for all you have done for Ul'dah. But there is so much more to do. That light, what is it?
Peace out, Mocha. You did mention it a few times though.
So bright, almost like by the 12. Tell me true, have you been troubled by strange dreams of late? Visions of the crystal? Mayhap you put them down to an excess of ether? Yes, you are like they were. Allow me to explain. Before you came to Eorzea, there were others like you who fought the primals. Though they were not of this land, when the Garlean Empire threatened the realm, they helped bring together the three grand companies. And they stood with us at Cartano, that fateful day 5
Florito?
years ago.
Okay.
The day we lost them. None who survived have forgotten the hero's sacrifice, nor would any man deny they fought alongside us. But the names of these heroes come not to our lips. The once familiar pages of their story are now blank to us. And in our mind's eye, their faces are naught but silhouettes amid a blinding glare. It is for this reason that we have come to call them the Warriors of Light. When I look at you, I cannot help but think of them, and of what you might achieve. You must protect that crystal at all costs. It is a gift from Hydaelyn, mother of all, and one she gave to you for a reason. Yours is no ordinary tale. If I am right, the fate of the realm may yet hang upon your deeds. Only heroes and martyrs are fit to bear such a burden. Let us pray you are the former.
flames to the fore! Victory belongs to the bold! Show those Imperial whore sons what we're made of!
The left flank buckles. Divert the barracudas. Bid them hold that position, though it costs them their lives.
The yellow serpents are in need of succor. Pray, send the white wolves to their aid. The adventurers risk life and limb for our cause. We must not fail them.
Is aught amiss?
No, it is nothing.
Bloody hells!
The barrier won't go down so easily! Eyes forward!
We are being watched.
Raging Bull, calling Bloodthorn! Bloodthorn, respond! Respond, damn you!
Raging Bull, this is Mad Snake. Respond.
Ryder, this is Raging Bull. What news?
We're surrounded by a blaze. There is no way out. Gods preserve, what is that thing?
What's going on? Speak to me!
Gods damn it! We cannot hold much longer.
Mad Snake! Mad Snake! Answer me! Damn it! Damn it all to the seventh hell!
What of the barracudas? Can they not be reached?
Sorry, Admiral. Shell's not working.
What of our own?
I cannot say, my lady. That monstrosity appears to be disrupting our communications.
We must keep trying. Call till they respond.
Yes, my lady.
Admiral, General, we can do no more. We must give the order to withdraw.
I will not forsake Louis Soir!
General, please. Victory may belong to the bold, but there will be no victor this day. You know this to be true. Let us not sacrifice lives in vain. The adventurers fight bravely, but to no avail. Let them withdraw, and let us be the ones to stand with Louis Soir.
Belay previous orders. All Maelstrom units are commanded to fall back, effective immediately. Give the foreign levy priority. Let the main host cover their retreat and bring up the rear.
Damn it! Relay the order. All flames are to withdraw. I don't care if our link cells are useless. You still have a working pair of legs, don't you? Well, use them, you bloody half-wit!
The outcome of this battle was long since decided. Better to retreat now than risk a massacre. This dark, stifling presence.
So
Who or what? We go
But I
to
said
take
it, like,
our
barely
place
ever
beside
talks.
Archon Louisoix.
And I kind of
To
forget how
your
she sounds
positions.
until there's like a random cutscene where she speaks, and I'm like, oh yeah.
Kasbamul, Soginin Moise Donzul. Logalo, Asawad Daken Bet Mubut. Imarat Way, Kiskat Toga Hats Wadadorns. Sis Nigen, Fistun the only Lamrai Sadai Dorn.
I think it's really funny to think about the thing that got most popular from 14 is Louisoix just dying. It's a very funny thing to think about. They said you fainted in the middle of one of General's stories. I had to have you carried back to the hourglass. I reckon you made quite an impression on your fellow guests, though. Not the sort you intended. You sure you're getting enough rest, Elvide? The life of an adventurer can be pretty taxing. She has like a southern accent. That's what it is. Anyway, I'm glad to see you're back to normal. No offense, but looking after you is getting a bit tiresome. Oh, before I forget, the general left a message for you. He said that when you're feeling up to it, you should come see him in the Hall of Flames. Probably wants to finish the story he was telling you when you fell asleep. Like of all the things, of all the things like the 14 made, like it got really popular from 14. Louisoix just dying, well, it shouldn't really be on that list, but it's funny. It's really funny. Can I jump around it? There we go. Is this it? I feel like this might be. I've been waiting for you, LB. I trust you're fully recovered? Good, because there's much work to be done. Work that I would have you do. It is. Listen well, LB. This will take some time to explain. Yeah, here we go. I've prepared these letters for my counterparts in the Eorzean Alliance. "5 years ago, we looked on powerless as our brothers and sisters were taken from us at Cardinal. First by the Garleans, then by the thrice-damned Primal called forth by their treachery. Not a day goes by that I do not think of my fallen comrades, and the warriors of light, whom no trace remained. The tragedies of the calamity are not so easily forgotten, nor should they be. In remembering all we've lost, we're reminded what we still have. And so, I mean to mark the 5th anniversary of the Battle of Cardinal with a memorial service honoring the fallen. It's my hope that my counterparts in the Alliance will agree to do the same. And I would have you bear my words to them as my personal envoy. Why you? Because your deeds mark you as the nearest thing I have to a warrior of light. I can think of none more worthy for the role. The question is, will you accept it? I mean, I guess. You will journey to Gridania and Limsa Lominsa as my official representative. Now, that's a great many moms to travel, but I have neither the time nor patience to wait around for you to do it on foot. I hereby grant you permission to use the airship routes connecting the 3 city-states. This pass serves as proof of your privilege. Hell yeah, I can get out of here. Gone are the days when airship travel was available to all. The ever-present threat of Imperial attack has forced us to impose drastic restrictions out of concern for public safety. These passes are only granted when the circumstance demands it, as in this case. Though there are others who insisted you be granted one regardless. Hey, Elvid, I'm not alone in seeing it. Your potential is plain. I've said enough. In the name of the Sultana, I bid you go for it. See for yourself the wonders of the realm for which the warriors of light were stood off. Rise to your calling and fulfill your promise. And should your path be barred by man or beast, strike fast and true, and victory belongs to the bold. Oh, I remember now. You meet the grand companies like afterwards, because you meet them after you meet the rest of the you meet the rest of the Scions, and then you meet. And then you get to choose your grand company. And I'm gonna choose the same grand company. I could do something different, but it's gonna be. I'm gonna stay in this. Back from your meeting with Raubon. Oh, I did get to read it. What? Is that a fact? Personal envoy of the Flame General himself? So you'll be bearing the great man's words to the leaders of the Alliance, will you? And by airship? Bugger me, that's an honor and a half, that is. But I can't think of anyone who deserves it more. I'm proud of you, Alvid. I truly am. Now, I dare say Raban told you this, but not many people get to go on airship these days. In fact, most folk go to their graves having never once seen Eorzea from above. Poor buggers shuffle off to meet Thal, having never known the blues of Limsa's, Lominsa's shimmering seas, or the myriad greens of leafy Gridania. But not you, Elvid. You'll see those sights and more. Everywhere you go, you'll find fascinating folk with fascinating tales to tell. That's true. That's true. Saying that, I'd be remiss if I didn't remind you to be careful out there. Ul'dah ain't the only place beset by troubles you'll discover when you visit Limsa and Gridania. Truth be told, that might well be exactly what the General wants you to realize. I think he knows what kind of woman you are, Elvid. And what's that, you ask? Why the kind that resists sticking her nose in other people's business, of course, and don't you ever go change it. Safe travels, Elvid. I'll see you when you get back. I kind of hope that soon we see them... No, oh my goodness. We see them fully... I feel like they could flesh out the grand companies a little more because of like the extra ranks we still have that are coming eventually. Maybe? 8.0? Huh? No, they're not going. That's okay. Did I even attune to that? I did not. I'm gonna keep walking by aetheryte shards and not attuning to them. And then when I have to go travel somewhere near them, I'm gonna let out a loud sigh because I'm stupid. I will say though, this is the first time I've fully done Ul'dah as my starter city, because I usually, the first time I played this game, I started in Gridania, and then the second time I started in Limsa. I forgot you can go from the Ruby Road Exchange. Oops. Oh well. Yeah. Yeah, let's go. Wait, isn't there a cutscene for this? Yeah. We are 14. I never really talk enough about the other games I play on Twitter. I usually am just bitching about Strive and calling it a day. To put 1 man month of work into fixing Squadron's AI? That would be more than a dream come true. That's why I'm trying to stream more like 14 and like working on other stuff other than just playing Strive, because if you look at my Twitter, it's just a lot of people complaining about Strive, and I don't want people to think that's all I do. Like, I love Strive and everything, but I'd prefer people like see me as like maybe the 14 and Strive guy, not just that one Eno player on Twitter who's fucking annoying and blocked by like half the Anji players. Anji players do not like me. I'd be so down. What does it look here? Why is the cutscene so crunchy?
It has been 15 years, but the bitter taste of defeat lingers still. 15 years since the Imperial fleet set course for Mordona, led by the Egrios, mightiest of all vessels.
Yeah, my goal with this too is to pull more 14 players in, and so now I have 14 players following me, and then also inviting new players. There's a lot of overlap there anyways.
But an innumerable host of dragons met us that day, at the heart of which flew the great Midgard Zormer. Though we succeeded in slaying that lord among worms, the dread serpent
I just want to unlock the Grand Company so I can start the Detour Free Company. The world needs it.
Our invincible flagship is lost, and all hope of victory with her. So ended our glorious conquest.
What a weird pre-rendered cutscene. I've never seen that, but I did not see that last time. That was really crunchy.
Eorzea, A blighted realm, riddled with false gods. Twice now it has eluded
This is the
the
fourth time I'm
Empire's
playing through
grasp.
ARR. This game is stuck with
For
me.
all
I'm not
the
going anywhere.
destruction it wrought, even Meteor, the great sin, failed to yield us control over it. And for this failure, the realm has sunk deeper into depravity. It is twisted beyond all reckoning.
What is it?
Rotten nigh to the
14
core.
Mobile got access to the Gaius armor, and I really
Yet
wish
it must
Base
be
14
saved.
got the Gaius armor.
Only Garlean rule can bring order to Eorzea. It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance.
No. I've played.
We are of one mind, Lord Van Balzar.
Okay, this one's stupid. I need to explain this one, okay? I need to explain this one. Just okay. So in 2022, I played through ARR for the first time by myself. Before I knew anybody else who played this game really, and I ended up getting a little frustrated and put the game down for a tad bit. No. The first time I played through it, I actually finished ARR, realized I liked the game so much, and then played through Heaven's Ward after I bought my sub.
Is the Legatus really planning to take another tilt at Eorzea?
Hey? What hole have you been hiding in? We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign, and a huge one at that.
Actually, I take that back. That was the second time I played this game. The first time, I lost access to my first account.
But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands
So-
for lost after Carteneau. What could the Legatus possibly hope to gain by acting
Anyway,
alone?
I need the Gaius armor though.
I sense you harbor certain doubts over the...
First time I played this game, I lost access to that account after I finished
my
ARR.
lord.
Second time, I finished everything in the game.
Please, call me Nero. Tell me, where were you born?
That character even finished Dawn Trail.
my lord.
So that character has everything done. And then I created a character a
Alamigo,
couple
my
months
lord.
ago where I played through ARR in like less than 3 weeks.
Codename Hummingway, I presume.
And then now we're here.
I don't know what you...
Yeah, hit me up and I'll add you.
Silence.
Of,
Your denials
just
will not
DM
change
me
your
on
fate.
something.
I
Although
assure
he's
you,
out though.
Frumentarium sees all.
Nero, my beloved.
Clean up this mess, and do not miss any, or I shall be most displeased.
At once, my lord.
Garland, soon you will be made to know the true power of Magitech.
I love Limsa. I love having ease of access to my market boards. It's awesome sauce. Oh yeah, wrong way. Oop. You must be the envoy from Olda. Welcome to Limsa Limons, madam. Yes, let me out. You know, I will say, Yashul is my second favorite character, right? Merylweb's my first. Show you the way to Admiral's. Is it? What recall? Meroweb. My beloved. As everything seems to be in order, I apologize. My apologies. We cannot afford to be too complacent. You understand. Please, step this way. It's voiced? I think it's voiced.
Enter.
Yeah.
So the silver-tongued merchants send an adventurer to speak for them. It appears the Uldans place great faith in you. This way. I bid you welcome. I am Melvib Blufisvin, Admiral of Limsa Lominsa, and Commander of the Maelstrom. Now, what news from Thanalan?
Seven hells. Has it been 5 years? 5 years since the Garlean Empire sought to wrest Eorzea from our grasp? It was an answer to the Imperial threat that the city-states formed the Grand Companies and forged the Eorzean alliance anew. But Garlemald was not content to wager all on a simple contest of martial might. They had no other plans, the Meteor Project. Legatus Neo Vandarnus, Hells, take him, intended to cleanse our realm by snatching the lesser moon Dalamud from the heavens and casting it down upon our heads. Desperate to prevent this lunatic scheme, we marched our forces to Cardinal Flats, and that's where we met the 7th Imperial Legion in battle. Never have I seen a fight like the Battle of Cardinal, and I have seen full many. But though we gave no quarter, spared not one's of effort, we could not prevent what followed. From inside the shell of Dalamud came the winged nightmare, a dragon the size of a bloody city. 'Twas the elder primal Bahamut bent on making eight hells for Eorzea. They should throw Dalamud at Eorzea again. And yet, by some miracle, a few among us were spared. Even as I steeled myself for death, a blinding white light enveloped me, robbing me of my senses. When I regained them, the dragon was gone, and the still smoldering land was warped beyond all knowing. Were Archon Louis was still with us, he would doubtless shed some light on the unfathomable happenings. Alas, he is not, and I fear we will not want for his wisdom in days to come. For while our nation struggled to recover from the devastation, the beastmen call forth their damned primals to torment us anew. Unless we put aside our differences and rebuild now, our foes will catch us unprepared. And I speak not only of the beastmen. Do not imagine that the Empire has forsaken its claim on Eorzea. The Imperial crowd are boarders waiting to strike. Damned it all. We need champions to replace those we lost. But such thoughts are worse than worthless. Time is short and none will save ourselves. It is the duty of every soul who survived the calamity to work together for the good of Eorzea, and this memorial service may be the very thing to unite us. I, Raubon has the right of it. I accept his proposal. Your duty is done here, adventurer. I will see to it that the Flame General receives my reply. You travel next to Gridania, yes? Pray give my regards to the Elder Seed Seer. Oh, and tell her the wolf has been sniffing around the stables. A private jest, and a poor one, and one in poor taste, but I would have you tell it all the same. Farewell, you LD. May the navigator guide you on your journey. Why did I say it like that? I love it here in Limsa. I can't forget. I almost left without. My dumbass would leave without attuning to the Aetheryte. Okay. Now we're fine. Now we go. Oh, I don't know if there's like an eyelash in my eye. I can feel it and it feels awful. Oh my goodness. To Gridania we go. Is there another cutscene for Gridania? I don't remember there being two. Gosh, we're still turning out. What the heck? Okay. I do love Gridania because Gridania has Lancer and I love Dragoon. I love Dragoon so much. No bias at all, but Dragoons and Dragons and basically all of Heavenward was kind of like designed to cater to specifically me. Oh, is it below me? Oh, it is below me. Do I gotta walk through the city? Okay. They have to point me in the direction, they have to point me in the direction of the Aetheryte, or else I will literally just walk through the city, do the quest, leave, and then wonder why I can't come back here. It's 4 o'clock on a Thursday. It's awfully empty plaza. Place is usually popping. Over here, right? Yeah, it's right next to the yeah.
So you are the Ul'dan envoy. On behalf of our fair nation, I bid you welcome. Please. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Khan Senna, Elder Seed Seer of Gridania, and leader of the Order of the Twin Adder, our nation's grand company. I understand you bear a message from the Flame General.
A remembrance service for the fallen Cardinal? Pray tell me, adventurer, what do you know of our conflict with the Empire? It would seem my counterparts recounted the tale in some detail. That is... A message from the Admiral? A wolf has been sniffing around her stables, you say? I see. Well, I shall be pleased to provide her with such counsel as I am able. But first, friend of my friend, I would tell you more of the Garlean threat. For the greater part of its history, Garlemald was not even among the most influential nations in Ilsabard, the northern continent. However, its innovations in the field of Magitech, some 50 years past, helped to raise it from the depths of obscurity. Emboldened by this technology, it set about subjugating its neighbors, swiftly absorbing each into its ever-expanding territory. And when all of Ilsabard lay within its grasp, its ravenous gaze turned to Eorzea. Yet, Garlemald's transformation did not come about by virtue of Magitech alone. Its success owed much to the consummate leadership of its first and reigning emperor, Solus Zos Galvus, the man who built the empire in his own lifetime. And yet, he has lived long, and more after than 80 winters. It is said that he grows frail and ever more prone to illness. If rumors are to be believed, the matter of succession has destabilized the imperial court. This would explain the empire's relative inactivity in recent years, which has granted us much needed time to rebuild. Yet, we cannot allow ourselves to become complacent. Garlemald still maintains a presence in Eorzea in the form of the 14th Imperial Legion. Commanding this post is Legatus Gaius Van Belzar, a man whose ambitions are well known to us. So long as he breathes Eorzean air, none of us may sleep easy. The calamity wreaked such devastation upon the realm that it has been all we could do to nurse our wounds, never mind rebuild our defenses. Simply put, we do not have the strength to repel the Empire. To add to our woes, the beast tribes continue to summon their primals, whose existence is a very bane upon the land. Each nation is beset with their own primal problems. None has the resources to look beyond its own borders. I mean, I could deal with it, I guess. The Admiral desires my counseling regarding a brazen wolf. She means to tell me that the Empire may soon resume its advance. Though the primals pose an undeniable threat to our survival, the threat posed by the Garleans is greater still. Clearly, each nation can no longer afford to think of that which only occurs within its own borders. A storm gathers upon the horizon. If we are to weather it, we must needs stand united once more. A remembrance service may help to rekindle the spirit of unity which brought the people of Eorzea together when the last empire threatened our liberty. The Flame General was wise to make his proposal. I wholeheartedly approve of it. The necessary provisions shall be made for a service here in Gridania. Okay. Okay, I think that's a good stopping place for now. Um, Thank you to everybody who showed up. It's been fun. I'll probably boot up a little more 14 later on. We got a lot further, a lot further. I'll see you guys later though.